Hey everybody, it is Billy at BTUFF. We hit a milestone on our YouTube page, hit 5,000 subscribers. I thought I would talk about it a little bit. Sometimes you see these channels, they'll put like, how much money do you make on YouTube with X amount of subscribers? So we hit 5,000 and I thought I would share how much we're making there. It might inspire someone to want to do it, or maybe talk someone out of wanting to do it. I don't know, but I'll let you know what I've learned and since we've accumulated these subscribers. Started YouTube, man, I think almost when it started, but I really didn't take it serious. Back then I thought it was just a place to put videos. So we really didn't take it too serious, and took a break from it when I started BTUFF on Facebook. And we started another company too. We had a few different pages we were running, so I really took a break from the YouTube. Well, I got a message from YouTube about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, asking if we wanted to monetize our page. And I hadn't really paid attention, and I went back and I looked, and some of our videos had really taken off. So I kind of got back into it, and I said, man, I'm gonna do this, it'd be fun to do. And to my surprise, like some things, you kind of get let down on, and some things you kind of get surprised on, so we'll go over that. So we hit 5,000 subscribers last week, okay? Now, our Facebook, we have a lot more people hanging out there. I think we have, I don't know, like 40,000 subscribers on one channel, and I think over 30 on the other. But we have a lot of engagement there, way more engagement on our Facebook than we do on our YouTube. And I don't know why that is, but we just have a lot of people hanging out with us on our Facebook page. But anyway, back to YouTube. So the one thing about YouTube is that it's very into algorithms. To the point that you can create great content, but if your algorithms aren't right, like if you look at the graphs of the charts, like it shows you in the, you go to your analytics, right? And you can see like there's a map of like your chart. It goes like this, right? And that really shows you where you're going. If it's going like this, you're doing something wrong, or if it's just flatlining, you're not doing something right. But if you're seeing this like gradual takeoff, you're probably doing something right, and it's just a matter of hanging out. Now, one thing about making money on YouTube is that not all videos are created equal. For example, a truck review video is going to net way more money than like a video game player, right? Because trucks are high dollar items, and when someone buys a truck, that's a lot of value. So the companies advertising the trucks are paying more money per click, right? Same thing with other things, like I noticed like tire, my biggest video that I've ever done is a BF Goodrich tire comparison, which is the video itself was nothing spectacular. In fact, I would say it's one of the lowest production videos I've done, but it took off and it's on fire now. It's like, I don't know why, it's on its own mission right now, and there's like no stopping it, right? And maybe it is interesting. I mean, maybe a lot of people are into tires, but the thing is YouTube, when it wants something to do good, it puts it in front of the right people. Like I think, this is my opinion, like if you're out of favor with YouTube, it doesn't matter what you create, they're not going to put it in front of the right people. And if you are in favor, or you're doing something right, then it says, okay, I want to put this stuff in front of, someone that I know is going to engage with it. They're going to comment on it. They're going to like it, all that good stuff. They may share it. So I think YouTube is very smart on building the pages up that it wants to, and building up content that it wants to. Now, I learned a lesson not too long ago where I was making more money, and I was starting to see this gradual incline, and then I put something on there that was kind of controversial. I don't want to get too much into it, but it was something on the lines of like the COVID deal. And immediately I saw that that video was actually taking off. That video went viral. In fact, I shut it down because it was I didn't want my page to be like, I didn't want that thing, which I bet would probably be at 1 million views. I didn't want that to be my premiere video. Like, I didn't want that to be the video that BTUFF was all about. I didn't expect it to go that big. But the penalty for that is they wouldn't monetize that video because of they just wouldn't. So it was going skyrocket like this. This is what the graph looked like on it, right? I think it reached 100,000 people like in, I don't know, a week, and I just shut it down. But if you looked at my money making, right, on like the revenue, it went like this. Like they dumped my revenue because I think they didn't like that content. It's like, so they penalized me on my other stuff. So I hit it. Once I hit it, and now my content dollars went back up. Okay, so how much we make? So like a video, like on my BF Goodrich, I keep saying Goodrich. It's not Goodrich, it's Goodrich. BF Goodrich tires. I've made about $1,000 on that video. Okay, that's pretty decent. I mean, you know, that starts getting to the level of what I would charge a company to make that video, right? And so that's pretty cool. I've had other videos, like I said, that I've done that maybe a review of a amusement park or something, and even though it has almost to the same amount of views, I may have only made like 150 bucks on that video, right? Because the ad dollars aren't there. Like they're not, I don't know, for some reason it's not in the same cost per click, you know, as the other ones. So how much? So right now, BTUFF with 5,000 subscribers makes about average right now about 500 bucks a month. Okay. And the thing about that that's kind of cool is that it's residual income, right? So I'm not really like, if I don't work on YouTube right now, like if I just say I'm out of you see this all the time where you see these like things like, oh, this star is stepping away from YouTube. They're not stepping away from YouTube. They're still getting paid all the residual dollars. They're just not making videos for a little bit, but they're still making all that money from those residual those videos don't go away. YouTube isn't deleting videos. Like they don't have this thing where they can get rid of videos after a month. No, those things, my best videos, like some of my best stuff that I have was stuff I made back in 2012. I got some hat shaping stuff that I did at a local Western store here. I mean, that thing's blown up, right? I mean, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps going. Some of the Linex stuff, I did stuff with Linex way back in the day, back in 2000, man, I think it was 2013, 14. Those videos, even today in 2020, are some of my biggest videos. And so, you know, that's the thing too, is man, when you're making videos on YouTube, think about like how long are the wheels on this thing, right? Am I creating something that like 5 years from now is still going to be relevant and still be making money? Because that's a big part of it. You know, like I did a video, one of my big videos I did a couple of years ago was how to clean the drains in your pool lines, right? It was real simple. I just took a shot back up to it and it sucked it out the opposite way. But that video every summer comes back and gets a lot of views. That's money, right? Clicks, right? So I'm getting paid for that pool video over and over, right? And that doesn't go away. So the idea, you know, it's very hard. Like, I don't know what the percentage of people that even reach 5,000 subscribers, but it's probably I bet it's under 6% of the total YouTube population. It might even be lower. I don't know. I think I read that like, it's like 3 or 4% reach 10,000, right? So it might even be lower than that. I don't know. But I know it's a very small percentage of people that are on YouTube that reach those numbers. And it sounds crazy, but that's the truth. But the thing is though, is like, you know, so with that said, is like, it's a lottery ticket to get the million viewers. Like we see those people because YouTube, the one downside of YouTube that I don't really like is I feel like they make the platform so a select group of a small network of people, it pushes to reach the masses, right? And everybody else, like the majority of everybody else, is scrambling for scraps, right? And so I think that would be my biggest critique of YouTube. But so you shouldn't really think, like even for me, right? I make a lot more money on the Facebook side and just doing my regular job of like the magazine and like other social media accounts we hold. But you should not go into YouTube thinking, okay, well, I'm going to be a millionaire and be driving a Lamborghini here next year, because that's not really reality. But what you can say is that, look, if I keep working on this, like let's say, you know, like I looked at Social Blade and it had us at 200,000 subscribers in 2000, because they have a projection thing. They look at your numbers and they kind of project it for you. And Social Blade had us at like 200,000 or 400,000 subscribers in 2025, right? With I don't know, what was it? 114 million views, right? That's pretty good, right? So the idea is that, look, you get on this thing and you kind of just work on it and you keep going, you keep uploading videos, try to do something that's relevant in people's lives, and you know, because it does like that kind of stuff, and reviews of things that don't go away. You keep doing those over time, and all of a sudden you have this, you know, a residual income check that might be $1,000, you know, $2,000, $3,000 a month that is going to give it to you no matter what you're doing, right? I mean, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, that's a mortgage payment for a lot of people. I mean, imagine having your mortgage covered. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's almost like a retirement plan, really. I mean, even right now at 500 bucks, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, that's like what? I mean, at the end of the year, that's $6,000. I mean, $6,000 that, you know, that I'm going to get whether I stop working on YouTube or I don't, you know? So that's pretty interesting. I think it's definitely, I think it's something that parents should get their kids involved with. I mean, not all kids want to do it, but it's definitely something that, you know, you get your kids involved with it when they're 16, 17 or whatever. And then by the time they're 18, they're getting a residual income check, you know? And, you know, there's a lot of vloggers out there that, you know, are making that kind of money. And like I said, you do it when I wish I would have done this when I was 16. In fact, I did a couple video game stuff when I first started. And I wish I would have kept doing it, because those ones were like, even back in 2000, I think it was back in 2011 and 2012 when YouTube was kind of taking off. Even then, those things had over 100,000 views. But I didn't take it serious. Like, I was like, okay, it's no big deal. I don't want to, you know, and I missed that whole boat, because now some of those gamers that kept going on YouTube have like, you know, 100 million subscribers, man. Some of them are like, you know, I don't know how much they make a month, but it's probably hundreds of thousands or millions, just because they started at the ground floor and they rode the wave, you know? So anyway, YouTube can be very frustrating. There are times when it is not a fair platform, and but you know, you just if you enjoy YouTube, if you like making videos, it really is cool. I mean, it's a place where you can kind of go, have some creativity, you know, if you are a creative person, you know, you can upload there, and you know, and hopefully other people enjoy what you're watching. And if they don't, so what? At least you have something there that you know, it's like your archive. It's like your personal archive when you're not here anymore, or maybe you want to show your kids or whatever it is. You have this whole platform that you can show them. So anyway, that's what it is, man. We are roughly making close to about 500 a month now, and the algorithms are going like this. So I would assume that, you know, within a year or two we'll be making more than that. But we're just going to keep on trucking, and yeah. And we have, you know, Facebook also has started some monetization with fan subscriptions. You know, that we're making, I don't know, about 300 bucks a month, something like that. I really don't push that hard, but anyway, but it's residual income. That's the thing, man. That's what's, you know, cool about this kind of stuff. So you always want residual income, man. That's what you want. That's when you're not working, it's still working for you. So anyway, there you go. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight of where BTUFF is, and how much we're making, and what we're doing here. And, you know, I will say this about BTUFF. You know, we kind of go against the one thing about BTUFF that might not be the smartest thing. Like, for example, my boat stuff is very popular, right? If you look at my boat reviews, I do a lot of stuff on boards, how to make big wakes, how to, you know, just stuff, boats. I do all kinds of cool stuff with boats. And I mean, and YouTube likes that stuff. It would rather me make that stuff. It wants me to make that stuff, because that stuff I'm reaching thousands of people on, where I may do something with a farmer that I think is very cool, and maybe it doesn't get that same kind of traction. Like, YouTube doesn't want me to, and it's telling me it doesn't. I mean, when you put a video up and YouTube allows you to get 150 views on it, they're telling you, we don't want you to make this. That's what they're telling you. And if you make a video and you get, you know, 20,000, 100,000, 200,000 views, they're saying, we want you to make these videos. I mean, they're giving you the instruction manual. So anyway, so be wary of what you want to make. You know, Bakersfield Tough, unfortunately, I am not a boat channel. I am not a race car channel. I am not a truck channel. I am kind of like all this stuff, which kind of hurts me a little bit, because we are like everything. You know, I want it to be a place where there's a bunch of different topics. So, but if you are making a YouTube channel, you are better to make something that is more specific to what you want to do, right? So if you're into cameras or tech, just do cameras and tech. If you're into off-road, just do off-road. If you're into fishing, just do fishing. And that will help you, because here's an example. So if I've done some really cool truck reviews, right? If I like trucks, well, I don't care about your racing simulator, dude. I don't care about your boats. I don't care. All I care about is trucks. So I'm less likely to hang out here, because even though you do good truck stuff, that's not what I want to go to, a place where I can see trucks, right? I mean, I like wake surfing. So I go to pages that just do wake surfing, you know, not like one of, you know, 20 of their videos is wake surfing. So that is something to think about. Be specific on the channel that you have. But anyway, there you go. A little bit how much you make on YouTube. All right. Thanks for watching. This is Billy at BTUFF.